6th at around 12:30 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, coming to you from the shop. It has been a busy week. Like really, Monday was Town and Esther and Perm, which I said on Sunday I didn't know if I was going to get in. Tuesday was Perm itself, which was very, very busy. And then Wednesday was busy, busy at the shop. And yesterday I decided 3 weeks of not straightening up my desk area was too long, and I got to work on cleaning up that space. So there was just really no time to live stream. It's interesting because I warned at the beginning of this year, at 2026, I said, we're going to probably go to 3 times a week for the live stream. Hey, Joe. Um, I'm your local store. I said we'd go to 3 a week, and I think for vast majority of weeks we've done about 2 a week, because honestly, I mean, like I said, I think I said this in the March first one or the Friday one, maybe it was the Friday one of them. This is the best February we've had in years. Now, it's not huge news. We've had some bad Februaries, and we just had a squeak by February. March has started off pretty well. This week was surprisingly busy. A lot of it has to do with hold list people. A lot of it has to do with a large number of mid-level hold list people that were a year ago getting 1 or 2 titles. They're now getting 5 or 6 titles. People who were getting 5 or 6 titles are now getting 10 titles. There's a lot of great stuff coming out in single issues, and that's filtering into it. We do have a lot of new people. Wednesdays are busier with this new audience of people that have been coming in for about a year, but we're not getting flooded to the degree of, as I'll show you with all the new stuff, we're out of something like the new issue of Batman. We even have a bunch of variant covers of it. Very cool thing about this issue has a very intense, basically the Joker wakes up, and as he wakes up we get this gatefold page, which is one of the reasons I was going to be cutting my orders on Batman, just because 5 and 6 we just had a few too many copies left over. I was just going to cut it down a tiny little bit, but then I heard there was going to be a 4-page gatefold. That's all it said in this list. 4-page gatefold of the Joker's history. So I went and got it, and I think it was a very good call. We have lots of copies of this available. If you can't find one at your local store, you're watching this on the internet, you can always reach out to us, escapeoutcomics@gmail.com, or here, or on our other social media. We got the foil. We got the Dustin Wynn. Lots of great ones. I really like this cover. To me, this cover is just like such a great Batman Joker cover. Like a mini print. Just look at that. Look at it. That's great stuff. Anyway, yeah. So we're looking at Wednesday's comics, then we look at Tuesday's new releases. Batgirl starts a totally new storyline. This is Tate Brownburl and Miyazawa. Oh, what's Miyazawa's first name? Of course, it's not on the first page. What is Takashi? Takashi? No, Takashi. Takashi Miyazawa. Oh boy. Doing some really fun stuff with Cassandra Cain. The whole run has been good, but this is a perfect jumping on point. Similarly, Poison Ivy, our girl G. Willow Wilson, and Marcia Takara make, it's about 4 years, almost 4 years into the Poison Ivy run, and in this one she becomes mayor of Gotham City. This is very much starting a show on its 3rd season, but in a good way. If you heard, 3rd season is where it gets good. I think it's been good the whole time. But yeah, and we do have going back, we got tons of this because Ivy's one of these people who slowly sells for us. Little by little, her stuff disappears. So I figured we were going to do a nice chunk of this new Jump On Point. But we do have the previous issues as well. Then we've got, of course, the giant Absolute Batman restock. If you go on my social media, you see I did pictures with each of these restocks. We currently have, in some printing or another, in some variant or another, every single issue of Absolute Batman in the shop. We have the Batman Day reprint of #1. We have the 10th printing of #1. We have the 11th printing of #1. Loads and loads of Absolute Batman. Welcome. Same with Absolute Wonder Woman, restock, Absolute Superman. Flash had a new issue this month. Let me just see if I can help this customer. Give me 1 second. Anything I can help you find?
Just anything current.
Well, I mean, this stuff is recent, but it's kid-friendly. The new for this week is over there, and then the across from it is like the last couple weeks #1s and things like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We'll let him look then, because we don't want to be in anyone's way. So let's look at the new books. This was our biggest book release week in maybe in 2026, because we held back a couple things last week that came like Wednesday, and I didn't have a lot of room, combined with Viz and Yen had a lot of stuff that came out all throughout February that we missed. Welcome.
How are you?
All right, help y'all find anything? Give me a second. Hey, Manny. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good one. Sorry, yeah, was there anything I can help you guys with?
No, nothing right now. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. And the store does go farther back. There's 2 rooms beyond where it's a store. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, let's see. Oh, Shin Zero, really fun. Basically, what if the Power Rangers were real teenagers? Like, they had the Power Ranger responsibility and power, but they were like normal, messed up teens. The recent Powerpuff Girls series by Kelly Thompson and Pauline Galciano, collected in a nice little bundle. A fun little Rick and Morty collection, just random Rick and Morty stories, ones you can just read on their own, just knowing the show. Nice little digest. Digests are becoming more and more popular. Mocha the Cat #2, Kingmaker #2, Virgin Ventures #2, plastic wrapped. The new DC Compact, $10 for a nice chunk of a DC series. I believe this collects, I think, the first 11 or 12 issues of Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo's Nightwing. Pretty basic superhero stuff, but really fantastic art. Really wonderful storytelling. There's one issue that's a continuous cityscape as he chases down someone. It's really great stuff. Really fun. The next book's in the Pause series, which is about people, their pets, and babysitting other people's pets. Peach Pit, who did Shuguchara 20 years ago, is back with the Shuguchara spin-off and a new 20th anniversary edition. Man, I always have a problem with this one. Hinata Sugimura, which was a wonderful little horror one-off. Came out years ago, now collected in a nice little hardcover. Don to Don 17. Are They Still Being Shaken This Morning? Which is a whole weird group chat teen drama thing. Sorry, I'm trying to do all the mega at once. Dungeons That Surely Stutter, a very silly dungeon crawling. I don't even know if this might be Korean. I don't know if it's manga. I think it's manga. I think it might be from Japan. JoJo Steel Ball Run, Part 5. Got to restock this in fall. And last but not least, Centuria, which a lot of people are comparing to Berserk for its intense, bleak world and amazing art. So we got the first volume of that here. All right, that's the manga. Then we've got Webtoon Makeup Remover. And kids, Squirrellock Holmes. is really fun. Cute. Teen Skating Wilder, really, really beautiful. This actually, I think, had a larger edition a few years ago. I could be thinking of something else. It's all about the phenomena of what are they called? Dog boys? Wild boys? Skaters in California. Romanov, sort of fictional. Also, young adults, One Little Gulp, the Hadgadia of the Seder, in a very surreal book, almost like a Fortunately the Milk, where the story of getting one thing for the other thing and the other thing killing leads to this weird existential adventure that Theo Ellsworth just does. I always say Ellsworth when I say his name. Theo Ellsworth does an amazing job. Drawing, really, really beautiful. Oh, so much stuff. We have not had this much stuff in 1 week in ages. Flight Volume 6, new edition of the Flight book. Kill 6 Million Demons, Volume 5. Savage Tales actually is from last week. I showed that off, but we did get another anthology. Jack Davis and Wally Wood from the EC Books. Pretty amazing. Two of the greatest illustrators of the Golden Age. Flight I showed off. News from the Fallout. Chris Coden and Jeffrey Allen Love's super bleak dystopian book. Jeffrey Allen Love, if you don't know, does these incredible shadow prints and art, and he did this whole comic. And Coden, of course, did That Texas Blood, and a bunch of other stuff with Jacob Phillips. Really good. We've got Absolute Superman Volume 2, Son of the Demon. In my opinion, these two volumes together are a perfect Superman origin story. 1 through 14 just got everything together. Yeah, this is all the recent stuff from this week. Sorry, just doing a live stream. Wolverine's Deadpool, that was Cody Ziegler's Deadpool series, spun off after they aged up his daughter. So they teamed up with Wolverine, his clone, because why not? Lobo Back to Back, that's the Lobo miniseries and two of the specials that originally came out in the 90s, really solidified the main man style stuff. I thought you would want the Absolute Superman. I already have one aside for you, Joe, but I'll grab you news from the Fallout. And then the second Kanga-Yu book, Lost in the Labyrinth, Sholly Fish and Nancy Levette's very fun series about the warrior kangaroos. Themyscira gets a sequel. Did we look at 28 books? I think we did. Oh my goodness. No, hold on. There we go. Sorry. There's a lot of books. All right, Joe, I'll put that news to the Fallout aside for you. And then, let's see. I don't want to interrupt anyone shopping, but let's finish looking at the single issues. No, people are shopping, so we'll look at them later. We had a few number ones, nowhere near what we were getting before of number ones, like crazy numbers last couple weeks. A few. And very little ongoing stuff. All right, you're all set? Yeah, these are the new printing. Just came out this week.
So.
All right. You checked out the back two rooms? Second room's used books, and it also has like the last year's issues.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Let me know.
Take your time. No rush. Yeah, and the case is stuff that's like over $20, and there's like 4 boxes in the used room that are under 20, and then there's a whole room of dollar comics. Let's see, so Fallout and Joe's. Where did I put that? Superman for Joseph.
I'm sorry, this actually Batman 1 here.
Oh, that's a customer of mine's that he's offering for $200.
Gotcha, okay, I was wondering what print it was.
Yeah, that's the first print.
God, yeah,
I thought so. Yeah. He's just like, when he heard it was what it was going for, he's like, hey, and I'm like, no one's going to buy it for that. People on eBay are buying it. No one in stores is paying that kind of money. He goes, look, if someone's going to pay for it, they can have it. I would love it. I'd be thrilled.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's there. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Joe, I think I'm just going to grab you. Just going to grab you one here because I will make that mess I spent yesterday cleaning up. I think I will create again if I grab you an Absolute Batman right now. And then, yeah, we've already got in 4 boxes, 5 boxes of next week's stuff. It's not anywhere near as much though, but there is. It's heating up. We're getting into spring. A lot of the trade paperback stuff is now rolling out. Absolute Superman 2 comes out, and then I think we have like a 2-week or 3-week break, and they're gonna do the second. No, they're not ready to do the second Absolute Flash and Green Lantern. So yeah, nothing there. But there's a bunch of there's a DC Compact every month. It's heating up. Single issues are getting a little better. You have to stock the big stuff in number ones, but ongoings, we're starting to get back to our old hold list style. You know, if people have a hold list, that's what I'm like. I think there's 6 new single issues up after Wednesday happened that are ongoing, that we don't have a whole thing in the series, or it's a standalone, or it's a jump on point. It's not a lot. I want to keep those. Like, I would love to keep those less than 10 ongoing things that are not, major movers. Absolutes are different. Even the Ultimates are different. But Amazing Spider-Man, yeah, I get 1 or 2 copies. Hey, thank you. Have a good one. Oh, England, huh? I get such interesting stuff. 2/3 of things I just wouldn't stock in the store. It's not that kind of store at all. And then the other stuff, I always go, oh, that's interesting. But yeah, there's always, let me actually, give me 1 second. Yeah, so I'll point out with the Absolute Batman stuff, 17 and the 16 should all be first print, and then these are the 10th print. These are whatever the new ones are. This stack is stuff with movie, and then this is second print, which came out before. But yeah, first print is only 17 and 16. Okay. Yeah, I know it's a lot. It's a lot. All right. Number one's had some interesting books. We had Narcos, which is a really dark horror out of Vault, who hasn't had a new book in a while. We had Sonic Racing, which actually the creator of has a bunch of great graphic novels of their own. Really, I'm pretty impressed with the level of art that they would use for a comic that's just a tie-in for a video game, like a new Sonic video game. Yes, this is a big one, of course, the Marvel Team-Up reprint. Yeah, I think we got 1A cover left of that. The X-Men Annual is awesome. Stegman, who's writing the regular thing, as well as the great Steve Scrosi, and Sanford Green as a backup. Thundercats miniseries. Moonstar, which is the spin-off from the current X-Men run. Latest DC villains for Gaston. And yeah, there's Nectar that I was talking about. That is a really slow burn, creepy book. You're all set?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then, of course, DCKO ended. Yeah, I have no idea how it ended, except that I already saw it on the internet a week ago, so now I know how it ended. All right, excellent. Glad you could find the stuff. That's why we reordered all those printings. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah, literally all these Absolute Batman reprints just came in.
Awesome.
Full run now? Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Is 12. Got all your runs complete on Absolute Batman now?
I think so.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, it's
Always
great.
catching up.
I think that the best thing about people getting into this is that while they wait, hopefully they're trying other things too, because there's so much great stuff out. The Wonder Woman. If you haven't read the Wonder Woman, I think it's the best thing in the Absolute run.
Okay.
It's really great.
I'm catching up. It's been a while, and I just got back in. I'm like, what is going on with all of that stuff?
Oh, yeah. So the Absolute stuff is very straightforwardly, like, the world is darker, everything's different, but the characters are the characters. Like, Batman's still Batman, Wonder Woman's still Wonder Woman. Superman, I actually was just saying this on my live stream, Superman, it takes, like, the whole first 14 issues for him to really be Superman. It's like Man of Steel, like, he's learning he helps people occasionally, but he's learning to be like a hero.
Yeah.
So it's a little, but it's still Superman. Like it's still they're still very true to the ultimate core, but there's also like the regular Batman run right now. Just started. It's 7 issues in. It's great. Supergirl's up to like issue 10. There's a whole bunch that DC's putting out that's just, and then Marvel's got a bunch of books. Not all their stuff, but they've got a bunch of books that are just really well done, classic superhero stuff in just a fun way. It's not 10 years ago where you had to like keep up with 15 things to keep 7286 for all that. Well, I think specifically DC, like they did this big event, KO, but they specifically did it so that Absolute, like, if you're just reading Absolute, you don't have any reason to read that series. Yeah, they show up in it, but like, you don't need to read it. Like, you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't matter. Because Absolute, it's its own thing. It's doing its own little thing. And frankly, that's true, I'd say, at most DC and about half of Marvel stuff now, they're very slowly making it like Spider-Man will have an event or the X-Men will have an event, but line wide. Like, they do it every 2 or 3 years, maybe, and then it usually happens in a miniseries, and half the books don't even get involved. Like, it's affecting everyone.
Do you
but
have the Shadow of Maul?
The Shadow of Maul, we sold out of it on Wednesday. Yeah.
I can't find it anyway.
Yeah, but see that's Absolute's fault. Because Absolute, we have to restock, reprint, get everything. We're all getting less of, So if someone used to get, well, it's a new Star Wars. Even if I don't sell it the week of, I'll sell it over the month. They're going, look, I gotta have Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
How much can I buy? So Absolute Batman, I'll always sell. So instead of getting 200 Star Wars, I'll get 100.
Yeah, I got a lot here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why. But that's why. It's a real problem. There's lots of stuff like Marvel #1. You can't find a Marvel #1 is crazy. But stores, yeah, we always get tons. Yeah, but your tons is different when you also, Absolute Batman, those reprints you got, 1 through 11 were just reprinted this Wednesday. So stores have none, and they need that, and that's what everyone's coming in asking.
I didn't see any of this.
Right, no,
anywhere.
It literally came out on Wednesday. They just came out on Wednesday. They reprinted. So that's what I'm saying. Because they did that, you also are looking for that mall book, and, well, they're like, well, it's the same week. So they can't order as much. So there's a lot of things. There's especially like little things. They can reorder, but because of the way Absolute sells, they have to order more of that. If you want to check, I can even see if the mall, there's probably some cover of it that's still available to order, and we can just have it for you next week, if you're interested. Because I'd be very surprised if every single cover.
It's rare that I'm here at this time. I'm running late at work. And,
I got it. Well, yeah, I mean, we'd hold it for a while.
I come through here about 10. Today I had a truck delay, so.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just checking.
Pass it, and I'm like, oh, I got to stop by one day, and I never get a chance. So today I had to, and I'm like, I'm gonna take my lunch break and just.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming in. I want to check just for my own. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could still get. Let's see. Yeah, I could still get the variant that has the headshot. I could still get the one that has the ladies of the first movie. Right. Yeah, you can still get them. But yeah, so if you go into a store, if you have a store local to you, just say, hey, can you get me the AKA variant? Right. That's this one.
Yeah, the split.
Like, and I find it very hard to believe they'd be getting it from anyone other than Penguin Random House. They should be able to get it for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a great one.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
All right. I think we looked at almost everything. We looked at the #1s, but we still have to look at the ongoings that I was talking about. See, this is people are getting into this stuff and they're enjoying it. KO's ending. I love this Daniel Warren Johnson cover. Look at that. Look at that. The way Batman's body is falling. It just, I kind of hate the proportions, but I love the motion. Anyway, Ultimates 21 was new this week. X-Men 26, Wolverine, look at that, Sanford Green homaging his own cover of the Doom one-off. Like, come on, that's amazing. Turtles Godzilla, Star Wars Hyperspace, Nova, Batman Green Arrow, The Question Arcadia, final issue of this Avengers. We do have, I believe, one set of the wraparound cover. Sorry, it doesn't. You have to open it. You would need 2 copies of each, which I don't think I have. Oh, I don't have 34 anymore, so forget I said anything. Amazing Spider-Man, beginning of Death Spiral, Twilight Zone, Francavilla, doing a Twilight Zone episode. Second issue of Nice House by the Sea. Second issue of our friend Kristen Gudsnuck's Touched by a Demon. 1 and 2, heavily in stock. 1 and 2, heavily in stock. Thundar the Barbarian by the great Jason Aaron. 1 and 2 available. We still got some other great number ones besides the stuff that came out this week. Gaston looks like a lot of fun. And yeah, that's it. That's the week. That's what we had. That's what we have in stock. And I will be back on here probably on Sunday. But yeah, I'm going to try, like I said, 3 lives a week. I did upload yesterday. I wasn't available to do a live, but I did upload a new video, Comics I Can't Read, where I read Edmund the Pig, Volume 4, for showing the beauty of the comic medium and how much fun it is. I definitely need to change the setup for how I read the Comics I Can't Read so that the video can show the panels a little bit better. Joey was talking about having trouble with that, but I still think it's a lot of fun. That's the one that I feel like I got in my groove with when I was reading them. So definitely check it out. And until next time, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.